So are there any other new markets or innovations that you're excited about aside from Romania and then AI that we've been talking about?
I would prefer to keep us pretty focused. And also, if you look at the group size, the consolidated balance sheet is slightly above 400 million euros. We have strong growth aspirations, but even if we meet the growth aspirations and we become 1 billion euro balance sheet company over the next 2 to 3 years, even in that case, I would not spread that balance sheet all over the planet Earth, which is very dear to me. I still prefer to keep ourselves focused in the Balkan and on our 56 million target customer group. But inside it, there is so much to be done, and we are only in the beginning of the explorations.
We're coming to the closing of the last three sets of questions. They're a bit more investor specific to Kilde. Do you have anything to say to our investors?
Well, the way I understand our role is that we are one of the racehorses where to put on the bets. And the investors that we are talking now are fixed income investors. We are not talking about equity, fixed income. So it's about risk and return rate and general diversification of portfolio and whatever policy anybody has adopted. My message number one is that we have been profit making since our inception because I am investor like everybody else, and my biggest fear is to lose money. In that sense, I think we are quite aligned. Number two, I understand and I'm very empathetic that we as a company, as a racehorse, we have to be transparent, and the transparency levels we have offered so far, I also promise to keep. Number three is about the mindset, a forward-looking, technology-oriented and people empowering mindset, which I want to keep in this company as a culture, which I think is very important because you look at me, but actually behind me there is a big group of people, the Iute team, the team in headquarters and the teams in local countries who take care of the business. And actually your investment, if you decide to invest or if you decide to keep the investment, is into the combination of people and technology.
Tarmo, I'm really impressed by the messages that you had just said. So number one is essentially profit making since inception for the investors. Secondly, transparency, and thirdly is people focus, people empowering mindset, and these are all really good values for any sort of corporate to have. And I think it's such a great investment opportunity for the fixed income investors coming to Kilde. I only have one last question for you. For investors unfamiliar with your industry, what's the key takeaway about why your company is a compelling investment opportunity, aside from the three pillars that you have mentioned just now?
Well, that's a very good question. I think eventually it comes down to how much money you make out of it, and there you just need to compare. You need to compare the numbers, and whenever you see that there could be even higher returns by somebody else, you have to look at the risk which is associated. And in that sense, on our side, most compelling is that we keep our focus. We are not spread all over. We are very focused on loans, wallet, insurance brokerage, on making it profitable in our limited geographical area using the resources that we have. We have very clear focus, and our focus, I think, stands out. We are the only company behind which you can say my money is in the Balkan Peninsula. If you want to go into Balkan Peninsula through Iute, you should do this, and nobody else offers this opportunity.
Well, thank you very much for your time. That comes to the closing of our interview. Is there anything you would like to say before we conclude the interview?
Well, I am grateful that you took up all the questions. I am grateful for the opportunity to present ourselves, and I think it's nice if you can take your big globe and you can use a pencil and put a dot to the Balkan Peninsula and know that, okay, now I know that if I want to go there, that's the company I want to do business through with. So thank you very much for the opportunity.